Well, I did promise you that I'd get something done for you today. It's a little bit later than I thought, but at least I am getting something recorded for you. I'm sitting outside of what was known as the bank on Treadneedle Street. I've been up all day in London shooting. While I was up here, I also managed to get a short done. So, as you know, there's been 3 announcements this week. I've managed to get a short up for each one of them with captions this time, because I understand people wanted captions. And I did all that today with the iPhone and the iPad, sitting on the embankment, and managed to get the video up. This is the point with content. They always tell you that if you're on point and you're reacting and doing things quickly and on the fly, that you'll get success. Well, I got that short up within an hour of Apple announcing it, and it's had precious few views on YouTube Shorts. I obviously did it in a very granular way. It was done with an iPhone. It was handheld even. I did use an external mic, but that was it. So I've kind of ticked all the boxes this week. And you know, at the start of the week when I did that long video with you, and I'll try and do one longer video a week. But when I made that video, the whole idea of this was to do something different, to be spur of the moment. And I've enjoyed making these videos for you this week. I really have. They've quickly become part of my day. And that's why I wanted to get something recorded now. When I get home, I can get it uploaded and onto the channel. But it just goes to show, no matter how hard I work, I'm still not getting the breaks. There's been a bit more interest this week. There's been some emails coming through from potential advertisers, not all of them a waste of time. One from a brand I've worked with before. So things are perhaps starting to look a little bit brighter, but things are still really slow. So I think I mentioned to you earlier in the week that my happy place is here in London shooting. So I got up to London around about midday, and I have walked, and I've done loads of shots today, so much so that the battery was actually dead, so I had to put it on a battery charger to charge up. I'm loving what I do. It's just worrying that it's not paying a living. And I don't know why. It was at the end of last year, and it's just so frustrating. As I managed to get that short up today with the Mac Nano, I thought that would probably get some kind of view, some kind of traction, but it's done very little, and I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. So I've had a few subscribers on this channel now, so I am definitely going to carry on doing it. I'm not going to give up on this quickly, because I know it's going to take a little bit of time for it to gestate and get used to it. And maybe if the I'm not doing any hashtags, I'm not playing the algorithm game at all. The whole idea of this was so that I could just be informal with you and talk about whatever's going on with my day and what's going on during the day. But then equally, I didn't want to play the algorithm game. I wanted just to do this and see if the algorithm found it, if people organically began to find it. I did think long and hard at the beginning of the week whether I should mention it on the main channel. I did in the end, because I figured, well, I've worked hard to get 35,000 subs on there. It's another story whether I've taken too long to do it. Personally, I think I have. But nonetheless, I've worked hard to get them. I thought, okay, let's just put it out there and let a few people know that I'm doing this. And I know some of you have been really kind to come along and watch these each day. And the views are stupid low. They're in the tens. But, you know, I need to persevere. And if the YouTube algorithm genuinely does like this kind of unprepared, ad hoc, more rough and ready kind of take, then let's give them what they want. Today, I've probably left it a little bit too late. I switched to shooting on the iPhone because the light's fading, and that'll do a better job of it. But I've probably spent too long shooting today. I've got a load of photos. As you know, I'm trying to get a photo a day up on Instagram. I've done that every day now for, I think, 51 weeks or something. I've certainly been posting every single week for 51 weeks. And I think of those weeks, I think most of the time I've done it every day. Certainly for the last, I would say 4 or 5 months for certain, I've been posting something every day. But obviously it does eat through the content, so you need to constantly making stuff. But I have managed to do that. So also, I don't know if you subscribe to the newsletter or not if you're watching this. The newsletter actually isn't going to be too much different from this, but I might try and record it tonight, or I might wait till I get back and do it in the studio tomorrow. The idea being I'm going to try and get the main video up. So I've sat here at Treadneedle Street recording all the B-roll for the main video. The main video is kind of edited, and it's talking about, do I need a 17 Pro Max anymore? Could I get one with the 17E? I haven't pre-ordered the 17E yet. That's come out while I've been in London, so I need to hopefully get home. If the subtle pink's gone, it's gone. I was going to try and pre-order today while I'm in London, but I've just had too much going on and I was battling the light, so I just thought the most important thing is to get the shots done. Wanted to get this done. I've taken some thumbnail shots as well that'll hopefully be okay. Just me holding the phones in a very London-y part of London. So I've managed to get an awful lot done today. I was going to record the newsletter as well. I think I'm going to run out of time for that. I've got about a half-hour walk back to the train station. I need to get back at a reasonable time, because when I get back, I want to... My story for the week is already on Substack. I've explained that to you already, but it's on my website, so I just need to put it onto Medium when I get in. I need to retouch a photo as well, and order the phone. So I don't want to be too late, because I've got a few things to do when I get back. But it's been a really good day. Mentally, I needed it. I still feel a little bit beaten up by the way things are going at the moment. But I'm glad I'm doing this. I'm glad I feel this week, if nothing else, I've made a change. I've done something different. I'm leaving no stone unturned. I'm not missing anything. And if the algorithm's changing, I've got to try and move with it. And if this catches on, great, but I've got to give it a little bit of time to catch on. But I can rest easy at night knowing that I'm not taking it easy. I'm doing everything I can to make things work. I love doing what I do, and I want it to work with a passion. I don't think it shouldn't sound like swearing, or it shouldn't be, I shouldn't feel cheapened by the fact that I'm looking to make money. This is what I do for a living. I've got to go back tonight and spend £600 on an iPhone. I don't need it. I don't really, I've got plenty of phones. I don't need it, but I need to review it on the channel. So that's the reality of it. And if only, like yesterday, I found out the email addresses for a couple of people on Apple's high ups, the senior vice presidents. If you play around enough, you can work them out. And I thought, just shoot for the top, see if I can get a bit of sympathy. I was in London today, and there was an event in London, and the buggers wouldn't give me an invite. I've asked directly, I've asked as many different people as I possibly can. And I know it's at Battersea. I know where it is. It's the top floor Battersea is where the Apple head offices in the UK are. It's right on my doorstep. I could have been there in a flash today, but, you know, for whatever reason, I'm just too small, and they don't want to do it. So I might go back to the train station now. I could always do something at the train, maybe order the phone, I don't know. But at least I've got this done now. So when I get in, I'll upload this, buy a phone, put my story onto Medium, and I think that'd be a good day's work done. And I hope I've got some decent photos done. The weather was decent today. Obviously, it's closing out, and it's going to be cool now as well. So I'm going to move on. But yeah, at least I managed to get this done for you. Thank you so much for sticking with this little channel. We could be making something new and different, you know. We could be onto something exciting. So do stick with it. I will try my very best to post something on here every single day for the next few days and just see where it goes. I don't want to let this go now. And I do need to change that banner. I saw what the banner is at the top of the page. It's absolutely bloody awful, isn't it? I'll get that changed as well when I've got a second. It shows a lot. I haven't used this channel for 4 years, so I haven't paid it any attention. But anyway, work to do. I'll speak to you tomorrow.